Guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tom. I do Disney, hence the name of this channel. Tom Does Disney. This is going to be a really cool video today. At first, I said on my last video, Thursday was going to be a review of Festival of the Holidays. But I figured that might be kind of boring for anybody that already watched the vlogs. You don't want to see me talk about the same food over again. But did you watch both the vlogs? Both trips? Because we also this year went to Epcot Food and Wine. Let's compare the two. First things first, there is an element of Festival of the Holidays that's a little bit different than Food and Wine. At Festival of the Holidays, you not only have all the different holiday food, but you have the different celebrations of the holidays from those countries. The other thing, all the food kind of tastes the same. It had a very fall flavor. Now again, I don't know if this is because they were using the same type of spices and everything, but everything except for two items tasted very similar. Unlike Food and Wine. At Food and Wine, yeah, you can go and do some of those culinary experiences, but it's really more focused on the actual booth itself, making sure that booth has top quality food. And there is no doubt in my mind that if you had to pick one of these festivals to go to, considering everything, this would win every time. My thing is that if you're going to do a festival like this and you're going to make it food centric, the food has to be super good. And the only thing that was super good is the cavatappi di quattro formaggi from Italy. This stuff had truffle oil. It had nice bake with like a breadcrumb crust. The cheese was delicious. 4 cheeses, quattro formaggi. 4 cheeses. I think I just threw up a 3. 4 cheeses. The other thing that was fantastic was from Mexico. This was the enchilada de pollo con mole. This was excellent. The tamale itself, it's a tortilla. It's a corn tortilla, or a flour tortilla. The tortilla, which made up the enchilada, and the chicken was braised excellently. It had a nice fresh tomato on there that I should have cut up, and it had a good cheese. The cheese was a shredded, and I'm going to butcher this word. I'm going to put it on the screen so you can see how to spell it. Oaxaca cheese. And it was topped with sesame seed. So this was a really delicious item. It was right behind the quattro formaggi, because the quattro formaggi cavatappi tasted like something that you'd have at Food and Wine. Let's talk about the main reason we even focus so much on the food here. It was the cookie stroll. Now the cookie stroll was something I saw Tim Tracker do. I saw a bunch of people on YouTube doing this. I thought to myself, if they can do it, I can do it. Right? I don't really eat cookies a lot, but the cookie stroll was actually surprisingly fun. So the first cookie we had was from the Yukon booth in Canada. It was the Yukon Gold cookie. Camera noise. Look at that cookie goodness. Cookie goodness!
I'm grabbing that real quick, baby.
As you can see, it was super duper good, that cookie. It had a chocolate drizzle and little snowflakes that were gold. The next cookie up was in order, I think we did the black and white cookie next, which was from the L'Chaim booth, the Jewish food booth, where we also had the knish, which was not bad, but just too much. Back to cookies. The cookie was the black and white cookie. There was a lot of debate online whether it should be a crispy or a cakey type cookie. It had white and chocolate frosting, one on each side, hence the name of the cookie, the black and white. I hated the vanilla side. I liked the chocolate side. And yeah, it was one of the biggest cookies there for sure. Camera noise. The black side's pretty good. White side, I like the white side. The next cookie after the black and white was the following day, where we actually did might have been the day after that, where we did all the cookies. The rest of the cookies. We started with a cookie that was a chocolate chip cookie. I forget the name of the booth you get it from. Maybe the Feast of the Three Kings or Holiday Sweet Treats. Holiday Sweet Treats. You got this chocolate chip cookie with frosting and little chocolate baubles. That was a pretty good cookie. And camera noise. And the third of our cookies on the stroll. After that, we went to Bavaria, where we had a lot. We had the most stuff we had at Bavaria. We had a beer flight, cheese fondue, and the peppermint cookie, which, guys, I wish I would have recorded it. I spit the thing out. It was gross. Oh, God, it was so bad. I hated every bite of it. No camera noise, because we didn't take any... A little camera noise, right here. We got the cookie. After the peppermint cookie, we went back up to the American Pavilion, where we had the holiday sugar cookie, which I think had little trees on it, or snowflakes, and it was super standard, good sugar cookie. I probably would have either gotten that or the Yukon Gold cookie 5 times over, because as I found out, in order to get these stamps, you didn't have to get unique cookies. You could have gotten one that you liked 5 times, which you then, hold on, camera noise for the holiday sugar cookie. Gosh, I hope I have some. Just grabbed the last and final cookie. And the last cookie was a combination kind of shortbread, maybe had a little ginger to it. Not a gingerbread, but it was a good standard wafer type, not a wafer, because wafers are like, I'm doing way too much explanation, but the completer cookie was a standard cookie with it was Mickey shaped. It had dark chocolate dipped on each ear with little green and red baubles. Although you couldn't really see my red baubles, I didn't get a lot. My completer cookie didn't look too good, but camera noise on that because we took a great picture. Guys, there it is, the completer cookie. All this for this cookie. I'm so excited. Get some pictures and we're out of here. And we also ate a few other things. Let's go right through the book so I can tell you. We had the pasteleone. The pasteleone was sofrito marinated beef with sweet plantains and olives. This thing, I thought I was going to love it. It was alright. I didn't really love it. I didn't really hate it. It was kind of in the middle. Not something you'd get again. We have all the cookies marked down as well. We have the enchilada, as discussed. We also did... in Germany, the cheese fondue in a bread bowl. It had fresh steamed baby vegetables, marbled potatoes, and Melissa's produce. Featuring Melissa's produce. I didn't know that part. We had the cider flight there, and we also had the cookie. Cavatappi di Quattro Formaggi from Italy. We had the beer flight and the green and white sugar cookie from America. The American holiday table. We also had the potato knish from the Laheim booth with the black and white cookie. We had, and again guys, this was only in 2 days of being there, we had the traditional French Canadian tourtière with Canadian ketchup. This was a mushroom and beef dish and a pastry, which was very good. We had the Inniskillen wine flight, probably my favorite drinks that we had all trip. And that was it, besides all the cookies. So let's compare that to the stuff we ate at Food and Wine. At Food and Wine, we had, without even looking at this thing, we had some amazing things. The crab cake, I had it twice. The piggy wings. The bangers and mash with the honey mead from Ireland. Can you see the inflection in my voice? How excited I am! I can barely talk. This food was so good. The filet mignon in Canada was like melt in your mouth. the bangers and mash with the honey mead was, again, like super awesome flavor combinations. We didn't eat a bad thing in the entire time we were there. And I think that's actually all the things we ate, because my dad and I didn't spend as much time in that kind of food and wine area as Alex and I did, because we were doing the cookie stroll. And that's actually, I think, one of the best parts about the cookie stroll is that it got you around trying the actual food. I also had the steakhouse blended burger. It was a blended beef and wild mushroom slider with the brie cheese fondue. That thing was excellent. Coastal Eats for that jumbo crab cake was fantastic. You know what's funny though is if you do look at the stickers that they provide you to mark as you go, you can see how much more we really did. At Festival of the Holidays, we did it almost all of it. So, although you'll see there's also more options there. So let's do some final thoughts about the two festivals and talk about how ramped up excited we are for Festival of the Arts this coming trip in about 22 days. Festival of the Arts, we are going to be going at least 2 days. We're going to be checking out some of the artwork in the Odyssey Pavilion, which is where the festival showcase is this year. We're going to try a lot of the food, especially some of those cool cookies that I saw last year with the murals painted on them. I heard the food's not as good. It's really about the presentation of it, the art of plating the food rather than the... But I suppose that we won't really know until we start seeing people like Disney Food Blog or Beyond the Kingdoms or all these people that I watch personally. Foodie Friday, Beyond the Kingdoms, guys, if you don't watch that. David, shout out David. I don't know how to tag you in this, but when you go and you let me know what some of those more tasty things are, I will give you guys kind of my rundown of what I'm looking forward to the most. So that's it. Festival of the Holidays versus Food and Wine. Again, Food and Wine is the obvious winner, but Festival of the Holidays was so much fun. How will Flower and Garden compete? Well, that's a long time from now, so we'll get to that video when it comes. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If this is your first video, subscribe, like the channel, go back, watch my vlogs. That's where the heart and soul of this is. And I look forward to seeing you guys this Sunday with a new video. Let's figure it out in between now and then. Thanks for watching. Have a magical rest of your day.